Yes.
But here we are in picks and bans for Game 2 in this quarterfinal series. Janna banned away by Bamboozle. Rakan, they decided they do not want to deal with that in the bot lane again.
Respecting xNyquill's Rakan. His Rakan was absolutely amazing. Just so many dives and engages were done so well by xNyquill. I have to give him props.
I wouldn't say it was absolutely amazing, but he did a solid job. At least that's my opinion. Jax banned away from Illegal Jesus. Seems to be a pretty strong pick by everyone's opinion. Trying to get Ryukia off the Ardent Sensor supports. Maybe she didn't have the comfort on Morgana.
From what I've seen and read overall about Ryukia, all the possible accounts I could use, she is extremely reliant on Ardent Sensor supports. Those are her best win rate supports. I feel she just wasn't comfortable on the Morgana. It's just not her playstyle.
Vladimir has been banned.
Oh.
Big surprise to no one. Xayah first pick for xNyquill for the. Oh man, what is? Let's see. What is xNyquill and xNyquill's slogan? Oh man. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, aching, coughing, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine. Chat, I need you to come up with something good using that kind of cadence there. Give me something for this bot lane. The Vix bot lane. All right, let's see here. J4 Caitlyn. Pick Caitlyn. That's a very surprising pick. Isn't she nerfed?
Yes, actually. She lost. She loses about 24% attack speed late game. So, or no, it's 24, 2 times 18, 36% attack speed late game.
Nope,
so that Sejuani pick is actually really strong. I think Aatrox picking it's the same juggle matchup. I have to give it to Hipster. He was just so much more efficient on Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Fresh picked up for xNyquill.
That's a comfort pick, I believe. Not the same thing as
more Bard's his comfort pick as someone who's played with him a little bit.
I would believe you. You would know. But the Thresh is actually really strong. Can pull Caitlyn, can pull a Jarvan off of people. And also get inside that pit when Jarvan ults. Can also bring Sejuani to the party. And Nami picked up for Super Winions here. Ryukia on another Ardent Sensor champ. Might be,
it'd be a little
better
bit more
for her.
playmaking than Morgana, though.
That's absolutely true. She does have the bubble. She does have the ult and healing that does damage. So, and the buff with the E buff that's attack speed and damage. So, we could see a pretty good bot lane here for Ryukia if she could get to Ardent Sensor and another healing item, maybe Redemption. Another Yasuo ban here.
Sorry, I'm typing up stuff to get more people here.
An interesting Syndra ban. I don't think Sonata really deserves the Syndra ban. He's very behind the whole match with Syndra. It's personally, unless they can, with the Vladimir ban, I understand, but I feel like Sonata wasn't really doing well on the Syndra. He was below on CS. He was missing some skill shots. His timings were off.
Let's see who they ban next.
Kled
away from Illegal Jesus. Maybe try and get a different, better matchup that they could probably win through top on. See what happens here with the 5th ban from Bamboozle. And it is a Morgana. Interesting that they would do that. Is that in Sir Sonata's champion pool?
No. Orianna, Syndra, really. He shares more or less the same champion pool with Ryukia minus the Syndra from what I've seen and read on op.gg.
Very interesting. Let's see here. Ari picked up already for Sir Sonata. They're looking to counter pick top lane, it appears, as they give the mid counter pick to Where's the Fun? Kane, Pantheon. xNyquill is just having some fun. Most likely going to be this Gnar. And yes, it is Gnar for Illegal Jesus. Who does xNyquill pick up for Where's the Fun? Who do you think?
Into the Ari, there could be actually a multitude of champions. Lux, not really Lux.
I mean, there's been 4 mid lane bans so far this game. Sort of 5
Yes.
if you count Organa.
Ari can be just generally dove on by
Corky's still
Zed.
available for Where's the Fun.
And Corky picks up. Corky picked up for Where's the Fun into the Ari. That's actually a pretty good matchup. Corky can avoid the charm and the Q with his W, has a lot of range, a massive amount of damage and poke. That actually outranges the Ari. So this is actually going to be a very interesting matchup.
What do they pick for Corin the cat? Maokai. So where's the damage going to come from in the early and mid game on the side of Super Winions? I mean, that Ari isn't going to get much damage unless she gets fed on against Where's the Fun. And I mean, Caitlyn, yes, she has the early game, but she's not as strong as she used to be, correct?
No, her attack speed has been really gutted, so she has to build more attack speed to make up for that. That's huge. Before, you could just build Randu Runins and Rapid Fire Cannon, you would have a massive amount of attack speed, would just build full critical. Now she actually has, if she wants to be able to compete with a high attack speed, she has to be forced to build even static now to achieve what she used to have. So that's a whole item of damage she could be giving up, a whole Bloodthirster or Essence Reaver that she has to give up, but she wants really high attack speed like she used to have. Otherwise, she can go full damage and just take the Runin's Rapid Fire Cannon route and still do fine. But she will have a slightly lower attack speed. She won't be able to do as much DPS as before. This bot lane...
Now we wait 3 minutes. What's your bold prediction? Who wins this game?
I want to say Super Winions has a chance, but that comp is very reliant on both carries doing a lot of damage. The side of Bamboozle, they have the Gnar, the Sejuani, the Corky, and the Xayah all can be damage dealers. And the Gnar and the Sejuani are very tanky mid to late game. They can deal a massive amount of damage and also be very good front lines. And the Thresh, he can basically save anyone. And every champion on the Bamboozle squad has an escape ability. Gnar with the E and the ultimate, Sejuani with her dash, the ultimate, and the stun, Corky with his W, the Valkyrie, Xayah with her ultimate, and then Thresh can literally save anyone with his W. That is huge. Maokai doesn't really have an escape minus the W, and that's extremely reliant on either a minion or someone just being badly placed. Jarvan can get it with a flagging drag, Ari has also Caitlyn with her E. Nami's really relying on using her own CC to stealth peel. So if Caitlyn or Nami get pulled by a Thresh or a Sejuani, or get hit by a Sejuani, it's very scary.
Well, you know what my official analysis of this game is?
Yes, sir.
I have an official analysis. I gotta pull this up here. Let's see. This is my official analysis for the game. Bamboozle Homer here. Just gonna give a nice quick little stomp. But honestly, for being realistic though, what does it take for Bamboozle to take this game against Super Winions composition?
I would have to say just doing the same thing they did last game, taking the initiative, forcing Super Winions to play at Bamboozle's tempo. And if Super Winions doesn't respect Bamboozle after what happened in the game 1 and doesn't try to take a lot more measures to be safe and basically not get themselves caught out, not make bad decisions, be coordinated with their rotations and their team fighting, then they could actually have a chance to upset Bamboozle for a game 3. But if Bamboozle can do the same thing in game 1, control the tempo, control the rotations, force Super Winions to fight on their terms, it's going to be exactly like game 1. Especially since they have a lot more damage, they have a lot of escape potential and dive potential. And I would honestly, I don't want to be biased, but I would have to give Bamboozle the advantage on this one as well.
All right, well, I know it says we are Nan at 9 o'clock, but I do believe we are about to load in. We'll see what happens. See if it's Bamboozle taking away the series. See if it is Super Winions pulling it to a game 3. But whatever the result, it's going to be an exciting time, an exciting game. Here we are, match point, quarterfinals. of the Sui Generis Phoenix Tempest League Reformed Gaming Playoffs Season 4028. I'm Sarah Cruz. Again, this is Tails 981. It's going to be a good time. Let's see what keystones we have here for the squads. I'm all excited, and then the screen just doesn't load them, Tails.
I don't know. It's just trying to kill the hype that you're building. Trying to slow you down.
I'm working really hard here. Alrighty, let's look here. These are standard boring keystones.
I'm actually surprised by the Gnar taking Fervor over Def's Grasp of the Undying there.
That is true.
Corky with the Warlords instead of Deathfire or Thunderlords has been traditionally seen. Interesting with Ari with Cleanse here.
That is very interesting. Maybe worried about the Sejuani ganks, but Thresh and Sejuani and Gnar. We'll see what goes on with that. Maybe he tries to get deep into the backline to get the playoff.
I actually would have prioritized either Ignite or Barrier on this kind of matchup. Sonata wants to be aggressive into the Corki. The Corki can only use Escape every 22 seconds at current rank 1. So if Sonata can get a really good E and just start doing massive damage to Where's the Fun, he could actually push him out of the wave. That Q should not be, as long as Where's the Fun respects the amount of damage Sonata can do early, it should be in favor of Where's the Fun. But if Sonata can get just massive amounts of poke and harass onto Where's the Fun, push him out of lane, it could go the way of Sonata. But right now it's an equal game so far, and we'll see what happens here. No pings yet, as I've seen.
Aatrox still in base, a little bit late to the game potentially. Grabs his Hunter's Machete, refillable, and out he goes. Defensive line of scrimmage. There's that ward over the wall from Where's the Fun again on the top side.
Sonata spotted out. Oh, he's going into dangerous waters right here.
It's not gonna matter too much. Corky's gonna get a little bit of a cheeky auto and a Frost Bomb, but not too much is gonna come from it. We might see an invade here from Super Winions, maybe potentially looking to go in and get a ward on Raptors. Spot out where Hipster Dragon's starting.
Another auto from Where's the Fun on Sonata. Is Sonata actually gonna recall here? He does.
He'll walk in with minions. It shouldn't be too bad. Shuggy. Okay. So 10 seconds until jungle camp spawn. J4 gonna be starting at this blue buff. So is Sejuani, both starting blue buffs. Very interesting start. Not one we commonly see
for either champion, actually. I want to say.
Well, Sejuani you normally see her go buff, gromp, buff, or buff, gromp to try and get the single camp. She's very good at taking those single camps out and then try and get a gank off, maybe an invade. Aatrox getting quite the leash here. Gnar leaving Sejuani now. So Aatrox has a bit of the tempo here as he wants to get to level 2, get to level 3 as quickly as possible. Hipster Dragon gets very low on blue. We'll see how he's able to regain his health in the jungle as he continues on his path. Trading going down mid. Lots of trading, chunking out Sonata just a little bit.
I'm actually surprised here. Hipster Dragon going for an early Raptors. I think he possibly popped both of his potions here, so if he gets really low on this one, he might have to back. I mean, he doesn't have
Drake walking straight into the flay, but that Nami ebb and flow is just gonna make that trade a lot less painful for Trig. Gonna heal him up again pretty soon as well. Maybe they think that Max, in order to deal with the aggression from the bot lane of Bamboozle, they just need to be able to heal away from these trades. Hook does land onto Ryukia. No play as of yet there. It is Ryukia taking a lot of damage. Deadly Plumage does not get used. Still, pots being burned by both supports here.
Hipster Dragon very low in the middle here. If Jarvan, for some whatever reason, or Ari go here to ward, it's a really bad situation.
Instead, gets away safely off. He went Raptors after blue buff, interestingly enough. Not necessarily the usual path you see out of a Sejuani. Like I said, you usually see her go buff, grump, buff, or it's some variation of that pattern. Mid lane is being ganked. Oopsie, wrong button. Does get to see it just in time. Where's the fun? Jukes out the Aatrox, flag and drag. Ari does not necessarily use Charm yet, and Corky trades out the damage. Seems to be more of a waste of time for Aatrox, and as the bot lane for Bamboozle gets pushed in.
Where's the fun really high here? Sonata
Oh,
being
goes
dope.
in onto Sir Sonata. There's the Warlord's proc. Lands the Frost Bomb. Just an auto charm lands. Where's the fun? Both get drawn very low. But I'd imagine Sir Sonata will back because he has no pots or any way to sustain. Meanwhile, Aatrox looking at the top lane. Does he pull the trigger on him? Corinne the Cat goes in onto Legal Jesus. Has to use his flash after the hop to get out. Does he go proc the Hyper on Aatrox? Looks to chase him out. And that's that. Meanwhile, Hipster Dragon, along with Where's the Fun, blinking health bars. Surprised to not see either of them back.
Oh, Trig caught here.
Trick caught
Forcing the
here
flash
as
out here.
the... Let's get a... Is that a hook?
Yeah, it was a hook.
Hook landed.
Trig not respecting NyQuill's hook half the time. He keeps walking in out of the minion wave. He's lucky that he has an army sustain, but that flash burn is huge. If Sejoni comes down here to gank, or he gets caught by another hook and stunned by NyQuill's arrows or plumage, it's a very dangerous situation here.
Let's see what happens. We'll keep our eyes on this bot lane as J4 clears Raptors. Sejuani continuing to clear out the top lane again. NyQuill's hunt looking for the hook. Decides there's nothing quite there for him as of yet.
Illegal
Meanwhile,
Jesus
Sejuani heading in top does land the knockup. Illegal Jesus is very low. Stun's going to come through. Corinne the Cat's going to take a lot of damage from this. No, doesn't get the auto off.
He gets the first
Pops,
blood.
he gets the first blood onto Illegal Jesus. With this red buff, I'd imagine Hipster Dragon's going to get the next kill. Knock up, red. Corinne the Cat tries to get out. Maybe get some more creep. Does get his passive. It's only a matter of time, though. No mana for Hipster Dragon. Ooh. Gave Corin a little bit of hope, but down he goes.
That would have been very huge had he survived. They also got a kill. That would have put Maokai on the path to basically being a huge tank for Super Winions here. Sonata and Where's the Fun both 6.
Well, that's just going to lead to more poke out of Where's the Fun. If he had a little bit more health, I'd imagine he'd have Valked in. Doesn't need the Valk. Spams her right in the face with the rocket. Sir Sonata gets felled by a solo kill in the mid lane. Already 20 CS down, essentially.
Sir Sonata just not respecting Where's the Fun's just overall health advantage, and also the ultimate, the missiles. Those are only 20 mana. They have a really low cooldown of almost 8 seconds. Sonata should have just backed away once he hooked that phosphorus bomb.
In the bot lane, it does appear to be going significantly more even than the last game. Actually, going even this time. Top lane, Illegal Jesus seems to be surviving
Built
against
early
his First Blood Maokai. Continues on his path to a cleaver. J4 looking bot. Let's have a peek here. Hook lands for the support of Bamboozle. No bubble yet. Trig might fall here before Aatrox can get in, and flash burned by NyQuill, and that'll probably be it for the skirmish.
Trig just seriously not respecting NyQuill's hooks. Like I said before, he needs to be much more aware of where NyQuill is and just knowing when that hook's gonna come. Multiple times he's almost died because of it. Just not paying attention when that hook's coming.
So
Starting out getting poked out by Where's the Fun here.
Inside the top jungle, going to find it woefully empty of raptors, and he'll probably just take Krugs. Sir Sonata trading with Where's the Fun. Not necessarily going his way, though. Aatrox taking the blue away from his Ahri. Very interesting. Dayquil and Trig having a little bit of a 1v1. Ryukia doesn't like it. Dayquil does get hit by the bubble, but Trig's already given up. That'd have been a kill if they were together. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Where's the Fun does get charmed. Continues to trade with Sir Sonata. Half health for one. Almost no health for the other. Trig coming up very far. Flay instead of a hook like I was expecting out of NyQuill. Whew, lots of action. And here we go. Oops, wrong button. Into the, looks at the mid lane. Aatrox is thinking about it. Oh, but in the bot lane, NyQuill does get the kill. Let's have a quick replay of that. Sorry, I'm getting used to observing here a bit more. Instead of saying direct to camera, take care of the flow. Let's see what happens here. NyQuill he's looking for Trig. Lands the hook onto him like you were talking about. No flash available. Nothing you can do. and Caitlyn does fall. We'll just continue from here on direct.
Aatrox was just forced to
There's
burn
the Feather
Flash.
Storm, and Ryukia does burn Flash. In the top lanes, junglers are fighting. Hipster Dragon is 6. Where's the fun is here? Whiffs the ult, while Aatrox did Flash, not so much a whiff. Knockup is available for Hipster Dragon. No, Availer's gonna take the red and the Flash. Legal Jesus is here to force him out. Does he get hyper? Nope. Aatrox is out. Just to give you some point of reference, Tails, I'm at about 8:58. Gonna be at 9 minutes now. If you wanna join back on our timeline.
Yeah, I'll back up.
All right, so 9 minutes in, 2,000 gold in the lead for Bamboozle. Once again, an early lead through the laning phase.
You're at what time right now? I'm at 9:08 now.
I'm 9:22.
Oh gosh.
All right, we watch here as a little creature with a boomerang and a onesie attacks a sapling god. Do you know that? It's one of my favorite things, the back animation of Victorious Maokai. His saplings fan him with a feather. Hilarious.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, he engages onto a almost Mega Nar. He can ult, maybe get the stun. Legal Jesus decides against it. Knows J4 is somewhere nearby with that Christmas tree of a top jungle. Look at that.
Oh, Corrin going on.
Bamboozle. Corinne the cat goes in onto Legal Jesus. Legal Jesus is feeling it a little bit here. Aatrox is coming around. He gets spotted, and he's probably just going to hop away. See what happens. There's the flag and drag Cataclysm, knowing that Jesus does not have hop anymore. Gets the kill. Corki uses his package to come in. Aatrox will most likely fall here. 1 for 1 in the long con.
Trig not respecting Dayquil.
Trig not respecting Dayquil yet again. Here comes the hook. Goes wide. Dayquil tanking a lot of minions. Ryukia does hit the ult. Untitled tanks the ultimate from Caitlyn. The ace in the hole as we dance around because directed camera is very interesting.
Dayquil extremely low here though.
Hook land. Oh no. I spoke too soon. You might be a little bit ahead. I'm at 10:50.
I'm at 10. I'm like a second, 3 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, you should pause for a little bit so they don't get the spoiler reactions.
XNyquill,
they're walking up very aggressively. Here comes the old Nars TPing down. Hook misses on the Trig. Featherstorm has been burned. Trig kills the Thresh here, misses his Q, and that he falls to the Gnar, rooted by the deadly plumage for Ryukia, and it is a double kill for this Gnar for the life of their poor Thresh.
Massive. Corrin didn't actually teleport or anything. I think he was being pushed in by where's the here, so he couldn't respond. It was just an unfortunate 3v2 here.
Is he even on the map? Stun hit by Hipster Dragon. Oh, I did not have the mini map up appropriately. There we go. They're chasing her down in the mid lane. Sursonaut has to burn ult to get out. Aatrox is looking, but I don't think they want that, and he decides against it.
I think I'm still like a second ahead of you. I'm gonna pause like a second. Alright.
And we're back. So, 12 minutes in, still a 2k gold lead. And Bamboozle just seems to be rolling here. They have taken the reins of the game once again with that TP play bot. Negating that kill, first blood Maokai God. Gnar is probably ahead in gold, and indeed, nope, just very down only 200. And that's the only lead we see on the map for Super Winions. Oh, 100 gold in the ADC. Again, I'm speaking too soon.
Absolutely.
And actually, if we could take a look at that gold again, look at the support gold. Nami, I didn't even catch this earlier. She took Spellthief's Edge. This Thresh is massively out earning her in the gold department, especially for an Ardent Sensor support who wants to rush that item as quickly as possible.
That's actually very interesting. I wouldn't actually recommend taking that on Nami. Nami, sure, it's a useful item. It does give you more damage and a better ratio in your W. But right now, any support that goes Ardent Sensor or like a Redemption, you want that Ancient Coin. It's just a much better item overall. Gets your Ardent Sensor much faster.
XNyquill is still fishing for that hook, taking a lot of autos and minion damage. There's ace in the hole. Burn, try and continue to poke him down. Dayquil takes it for his lovely partner in the lane. Maokai appears to be looking mid as Sejuani is looking bot. Let's watch as Maokai takes his saplings mid. We'll see what happens
Like
here.
Flash.
Ulti may come out, but meanwhile, bot, there's the Featherstorm. A lot more interesting actions going on here. Sejuani ult does whip yet again. J4 going in on the backline. Cataclysm is available, does use it. The bot lane of Bamboozle is incredibly low, and Caitlyn just cleans it up with 2 autos. In the mid lane, Corinne the Cat and Cersonata. Oh, that Q was so close. The ult does stop Gnar from saving Where's the Fun. It's currently a 3-for-1 across the map for Super Winions. It's cutting that gold lead just a little bit.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. Super Winions not following the tempo of Bamboozle. They are actually being super aggressive, counter-decking every time they can. And this is actually letting Super Winions come back little by little. If they keep playing like this, they could actually get a dominating lead on Bamboozle here.
Gnar and Maokai fighting once again. Black Cleaver has been finished for Illegal Jesus, though that is a Bramble Vest we do see on Corinne the Cat. He's going to have a little bit of a hard time doing anything to this tree.
And with Maokai's passive, the healing from the auto attack is just huge. And he has double buffs, or I believe just blue buffs, so that's a lot of mana regen here.
Alright.
Corki coming up, though, I believe.
Does he have package? I believe so. Illegal Jesus is still going on Corinne the Cat. There's the stun. You'll imagine an ult. There's the ult. Maybe no package needed by Where's the Fun. Corinne the Cat will most likely fall here. Does get out. There's the package. Flash used, I believe, by Illegal Jesus, maybe unnecessarily, and it is a kill for Bamboozle.
Yeah, but now that Corki has a blue buff, that's huge. That's constant missiles flying
gonna
at
try
you.
and hold the lane against a Gnar and a Corki. He'll probably find that that's not the easiest thing in the world.
Raven caught out.
Probably gonna have a bit of a skirmish. Hook landed on Ryukia. She'll fall as Caitlyn tries to cut it out. Heal used. I don't know if that's gonna help too much. Trig, does he get hooked by XNyquill? Nope, just a little off. Top lane tower will go to Bamboozle. His first brick is given over to Corki and Gnar. Again, good reaction out of Bamboozle to that play down the 3-0 play. Aatrox getting forced a bit out of his jump. Holy moly, that was so much damage out of that Corki.
That was the big one, I believe. That's the,
and we're still going in the mid lane. Hipster Dragon 1v1ing Cersonata. Doesn't want to go take it under tower, but that's a lot of damage for the Sejuani on the... Ooh, Corian's going to look on to Illegal Jesus here. Mega Gnar does come up again. He's close to getting his ult. Illegal Jesus will probably be looking to get out. Does he, though? Gnar's going to be available just a second from now. If he gets it, he'll probably live. But bot lane, we see Trig not get hooked. It looks like Gnar does get out on the top side.
Yep.
They're staying a little bit here. Slow from the Nami. There's the play. There's the box. Featherstorm canceled the ace in the hole. Doesn't matter. Nami does pick up Thresh. Oh, massive damage from the crit out of Caitlyn. Sejuani's looking bot as well. No ulti available. Probably to spook him away from that tower. Dayquil is dangerously low.
And Flash Shield burn on Dayquil there. He's in a bad position. He shouldn't even be in that lane anymore. If
Corki is looking, though. There's the
Hipster
Flash
Dragon.
headbutt out of Hipster Dragon. Trig comes on in, gets destroyed by Where's the Fun. Ryukia has to back off.
They are letting this Corki roam. This is exactly what happened in the first game. They have to stop Where's the Fun from roaming. It's just
however, that is massive chip damage on this mid tower, and Maokai is trying to do his work on that top turret. Mid bot tower will probably fall. It's definitely going to fall here for Super Winions. Can Illegal Jesus hold off this Ahri in the mid lane? And Corin the Cat's going to probably get this tower uncontested. No, Dayquil is here to save the day. Lots of stuff, lots of action around the map that gets Bamboozle into a 4,000 gold lead. Cersonata going to probably get poked out by the Corki here. 3 people mid, 4 people mid as they look towards the last tier 1 on the map.
So much respect they have to give to the mid lane.
Sejuani ult lands onto Nami. They're not going to get too much. Just a zoning ult, try and keep him off. Ahri goes in, Charm lands on Where's the Fun. Damage comes through. Corinne the Cat goes on to Illegal Jesus. They're having to kite out. Nami ult coming through. Maokai ult to follow up as well. XNyquill is not long for this world. J4 is going to go on to Illegal Jesus. The Gnar falls. Dayquil is here now, going on to Ahri as we watch Corki and Hipster Dragon try to fell this tree. massively tanky. Flash used out of the Corki Aatrox, super low, does use the Cataclysm, kills the Sejuani. Corki Valkyrie's out. Will xNyquill get any more kills? Ace in the hole, probably he'll kill. No, it doesn't. Corinne the Cat flashes, there's the Featherstorm and the Root. xNyquill outplays Corinne the Cat at the end of the fight, but it doesn't matter. 3 for 2, and they get the tower for Super Winions.
An amazing team fight there by Super Winions, actually coming back and turning an almost lost tower into a decent fight for them. Unfortunate that Corki and Xayah survived though, but that's massive for them. They get to save that mid-tier turn just for a little while longer, and they prove that they can reliably team fight into that comp.
It cut the lead down by 1,000 gold.
Indeed.
That is a huge bot wave, slow pushing for Super Winions right now, and no one appears to be going to receive it. So that could be a lot of lost gold and XP from Bamboozle as well.
And look at that bottom side of the map, that bottom jungle there. It's covered in Super Winion wards right there. All those red wards just covering that dragon. But here's Bamboozle getting Baron wards.
Rift Herald, actually,
Rift Herald.
They might be playing for Rift Herald. We'll see what happens. They do appear to be taking it. Do they have enough time?
Oh, they do.
Away very soon. They're trying, and they get it just in time. They have the opportunity here, if they win the next team fight, to get a Rift Herald and Baron minions. Here's the package onto Aatrox. That is a massive Trinity Force spike for the Corki. Aatrox is gone. Trig trying to do what he can, but where's the fun is already taken the fun away for the Super Winion squad. Sejuani ult does hit for Sir Sonata. Flash hook misses out of xNyquill just a little bit too late. The tier 1 mid falls to xNyquill as he is decided, I don't want to deal with your nonsense. I'm going to focus objectives. Corin does take the top tier 1 out, and we continue our fights here. 24 kills in 20 minutes. That's over a kill a minute in this game.
Very, very scrappy fight, just like the first one.
But where's the fun? Hitting his Triforce and Rapid Fire Cannon. I didn't even notice he had his second item already. He's gonna pump out the damage in these fights. xNyquill comes in, hooks Sir Sonata, doesn't quite have any follow-up. Where's the fun? Maybe a little miscommunication. Still pumping out the damage. xNyquill is standing around. Where's the fun? Goes on to Trig. Heal has been used. Charm lands at a Corki. Hook onto Sir Sonata. Does fall. Where's the fun? Just barely with the blinking health bar. Stays alive. The Maokai ult comes through. Sejuani super tanky. J4 on the flank. Does clean up. Where's the fun? xNyquill appears to be next. xNyquill gets the root. Not enough. Gnar is in on the flank as well. Hyper lands. Kills Trig. He's going to be Mega Gnar any second now. He'll probably jump in. Here's Hipster Dragon. Look to get the stun. The chain CC onto the tree is massive. Timber as he falls. And there's the Rift Herald coming in the mid lane. And Sejuani's like, I'm done with this nonsense now. You can take my Rift Herald and go home.
Super Winions is losing so much in that one fight. It was going well for them in the early, and then when it came in and killed the Corki, it looked like they wanted to turn that fight, but Gnar on the side, killing the carry, catching the Maokai out with the chain CC, losing that mid turret, and massive damage on that mid lane inhibitor turret. That's crazy. That's insane. Same as before, Super Winions needs to start working on stopping the bleeding, gaining control of these objectives, because they have, yes, only lost 2 turns, but they are down 5k gold here. 6 kills on Cloud Drake. It's not massive, but that Cloud Drake, an already mobile team, rotate faster, take objectives faster.
Baron is up. We'll see what moves come next for Bamboozle as they try to close out this and secure their place in the semifinals against 8-Bit Gaming. 5k gold lead, 18-12, 4 towers to 2. 20, almost 23 minutes in the game. Can they close it out once again? Or are they gonna throw? What do you think?
If another bear steal happens and the fight afterward goes in Super Winions' favor, if there's a fight, it could honestly be a major loss of momentum for Bamboozle here. If Bamboozle really just
autoing on xNyquill. Where's the fun?
Getting massive poke on Sonata, but instantly healed by Ryuka. Hipster Dragon and Thresh NyQuil clearing out vision on the red side, top side of the map.
Mm-hmm. Actually, if we take a look at this vision, this is almost a dark map completely for the side of Super Winions, where Bamboozle, they top bot lane's not that covered, but they know exactly when and how someone's going to enter this Baron pit. They're trying to bait it out so that they can force that team fight and win the game, essentially.
And both top laners up here covering top lane. Illegal G takes some damage from the turn here.
He does have frozen Mao.
This
is around the time where he's going to start being able to kite out this Maokai. Nami is bot. They spot it and turn onto the Baron immediately for Bamboozle. Already down to 6,000 health. The jungler they know something's up on Super Winions, but it's going to be too late. Cersonata comes in on the flank. Hook lands for NyQuil. They do not turn just yet. Sejuani does not miss smite this time. Cersonata has to ult to get out. Gets sniped by Hipster Dragon. Illegal Jesus turns onto the tower in the bot lane. And I can't imagine this game. I mean, especially if they break in hit towers. This game appears to be lost for Super Winions, though. Crazier things have happened in League of Legends. Legal Jesus gets the kill in the end.
That's pretty big, though. The split pusher, the top lane split pusher Renar, losing the Baron and also giving, I believe, shutdown gold to Super Winions, but this top lane turn is basically done for. NyQuil pushing it solo. A huge wave as well, going mid lane and top lane. That mid lane turn is really damaged, already half health. Here goes Swindler
Corky going in on the Trig. Where's the fun?
Whoa!
Good night, Ryukia. That was a lot of damage there with that rapid fire crit.
Charm lands on the mid lane. That's Johnny.
Alright, so here we go. The siege begins with the Baron minions. Illegal Jesus making his way bot. A lot of damage on NyQuil. Aatrox knows it, looks for the finish off, but goes in and will take so much damage. It falls from the AoE out of the big one. Oh, wow. Hipster Dragon, the fight seems to be here. Illegal Jesus is in the bot lane. Hook goes wide for NyQuil. Hipster Dragon going in onto the back lane just a little bit. Corky's trying to find an angle. Super low, though. No lifesteal. He's got to wait to heal up a little bit.
Trig getting healed and buffed by Ryukia here, doing massive damage to the back of the front line there. Also getting an auto attack on Where's the Fun, chucking him for 300 health. He's still a force to be reckoned with that.
Cersonata going in onto the trash. NyQuil will most likely fall here. Courage of the Colossus keeps him alive just a little bit longer. Cersonata with the Zonias to keep himself alive from the deadly plumage. There's the cleanse. I think that's the first time I've seen it used. Sejuani ult lands onto Nami. Ryukia is gone. Cersonata's next. Here's Where's the Fun, and the Nar pulls in Caitlyn into the wall. As the Maokai ult is too late, can't do too much to save him. Illegal Jesus tanking the tower for days. Will finally fall here to the Cataclysm as Maokai gets felled. Aatrox stunned up, popped. This is most likely game going in the favor of Bamboozle as they make their way into the semifinals against Hipster.
Just massive momentum from Bamboozle, just constantly a constantly forward-moving object, never giving up, never letting up on Super Winions. Can Ryukia defend this Nexus?
Probably not, and they're not even going to go for the BM kills there. Oh, well, there's the artist formerly known as Poopy Emoji trying to go for the kills. And that is this game. That is the series. Bamboozle goes to semis.
Insane. Massive damage from the Corky and the Zaya mid. Just constantly out pressuring and out damaging the other carries on Super Winions. I honestly, looking from this game, Super Winions were outclassed. I really do think they were just outclassed in team coordination and rotations, team fight, objective control, vision,
flame, but didn't Super Winions just get put together as a squad recently?
They're actually much older than what. And
well, I mean, they picked up most of those players this week, correct?
I would be so, just as well as yeah, I think they did. I think the only original members I would say are Ryukia and Cersonata and Aatrox, really. Not sure if Focus Improve is this Trig, but it just felt so solo queue style. Bamboozle just taking advantage of the lack of coordination from Super Winions just constantly. It almost felt like they were on different pages. Super Winions did have great moments though. They did put up a very good fight, taking fights early and mid game, bringing back some momentum for them. But in the end, they just could not stop the train that is Bamboozle, constantly moving forward.
All right. Well, here we do. We have the two of the victorious Bamboozlers. Welcome. Do I have to unmute you?
What's up?
Not anymore.
Hey.
God bless. So, congratulations on the win. What were comms like? Like that first game, massive coordination to snowball in 25 minutes. What were comms like?
I feel like comms were super clean. We knew exactly what we wanted. We kept tabs on Jarvan early the whole game, and if you notice, I didn't even build a sight stone. We had so much vision on Jarvan that I didn't even feel like I needed to buy a sight stone early. So comms were super clean. Just rotated around the map, took objectives, and pushed it down.
Heading into game 2, did you guys think there were any adjustments that needed to be made? What were you guys thinking to do what were the thoughts to try and close out the game?
They didn't really have too much that we were super worried about. We figured that we could probably push Sir Sonata down onto an even lower tier pick, because he doesn't have the widest champion pool. Other than that, I mean, Jarvan wasn't super impactful, so we weren't worried about that. It was more reacting to the new bans that they pulled out than anything else.
Yeah, we had a good idea that they were going to immediately ban out Rakan and Vlad. We thought they were going to take away Xayah as well. When they left it open, we just took it as first pick instead.
All right, now this question's for NyQuil. How is it to be completely outclassed by this Nami supporter who placed 4 entire wards more than you?
Actually feels bad because it's pretty rare that I don't get that somebody outwards me or gets a higher vision score than I do.
Well, you
usually.
heard it here first. Bamboozle is looking for a new support player.
Honestly, yeah. Although I had a higher vision score, so.
Okay. Actual serious question. Hipster Dragon, you picked Sejuani twice, but your pathing wasn't necessarily what we normally see out of Sejuani's. Normally we see like buff, gromp, buff for the first few levels to try and get kind of a healthy start through the jungle. I saw you would go buff Raptors buff and kind of low in the jungle. What was going on? What was your thoughts on your pathing?
It's mostly that he did a really standard path from the beginning. I could see that on the first one when he didn't start chickens. And so I knew it was pretty safe to take the scuttle. And we had a winning mid lane in both games. And I was trying to rotate away from top lane because the biggest thing in both games is that they had their biggest win condition was out of bot lane. So I tried to spend as much time there as possible, even in the early game, just in case he changed up his route at all. Other than that, I wanted to get back on around 900 gold. So that I either could get that Bomby Cinder or Ruby Crystal and Boots. So it was a bit of a greedy start, but we kind of knew where Jarvan was most of the time, so I felt pretty safe about it.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt odd to me that you would start Raptors on Sejuani. It's just not something you normally see. But congrats on the win. Anything you guys would like to say to the fans out here, or all 20 of them?
I saw that we had a pretty good turnout today. I appreciate everyone coming out and watching today. Keep watching. We've got another game on Monday.
Yep, as I was about to say.
We actually have our game pre-planned.
Yep.
So,
I was about to say Bamboozle. The semifinal between Bamboozle and 8-Bit does occur this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I want to say?
No, 3 p.m. Eastern.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here. It's going to be a great time. That's it for us today. GG's to Bamboozle and Super Winions. I'm Sarah Cruz. My lovely co-caster to my immediate right is Tails981. And
Hello.
I'll look to see you guys in our custom in-house that we're going to start now. But that is it for our stream. You have yourselves a good night.
Thanks.
See everyone.
See you.